Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the third question and answer on Don't Puck with Media. You got Harry and Rick. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. That's Harry. Welcome to Don't Puck with Media, where you will find all kinds of different kind of things here. If you know me from Talking Habs, which probably everybody that's going to be here does, and there's only one person right now, you know that we do the Habs over there. Here we do all the NHL, and we're taking questions, not necessarily on hockey tonight. You can if you want, but you can ask us about anything going on in the world, anything you really want to know. If it's within reason or it's not something that we can't answer, we will answer. That's what this one's about. This show's about whatever question you want to ask us. We'll try to answer it for you. I don't even know what to do here. So we're gonna see who's here. If you are here, people are coming in now. Say hi. Let us know you're here, and ask questions. Harry is you sort of see Harry over there. He's just getting himself set up, and we're gonna answer your questions. We got Guru in the chat. Welcome back, Guru. How's it going? There's our first question. How's it going, Harry?
Going pretty good, honestly. It's going pretty good, despite the apparent blackout. It's not a blackout in my house. I just have the lights off, so the lighting looks better.
Well, if it
It's
was
going
a
pretty good.
blackout, it would be very hard to have your ring light going. So, just saying.
That is true. I mean, it could have been sun operated. It could be solar powered. Who's to say? I don't even know if they make those.
Solar powered ring light stars. It wouldn't get a lot of light.
Yeah. Well, it's going pretty good. It was my dad's birthday today. We celebrated that very well. And
Well, tell him happy
yeah,
birthday. Tell him happy birthday.
yeah, we'll do. Thank you. Yeah. Funny enough, I was gonna message you yesterday and just be like, "Hey, look, I just realized my dad's birthday tomorrow. I can't make it." But talking to my dad, he was like, "I don't care. Go for it. Just do it. I don't care."
What did you do yesterday? Oh, what was yesterday?
No, I
Oh,
just
for
I just
today.
remembered yesterday.
For today.
Yeah, for
Yes,
today,
yes,
yeah,
yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that would have been
yeah,
understandable. No problem. Okay, so
yeah, no, yeah. But
all
yeah, no,
right,
it was just
Guru.
like
No
it's
worries.
fine.
Stop. One of us has to stop talking. Gurus has been listening to the Rocky theme song on repeat since the trivia stream ended. Really? Why is that?
Nice,
Why is that,
because he
Rocky?
won.
Oh, because you won. That's right. That makes sense. Boy, I'm brain dead tonight. Oh, yeah. I'm brain dead tonight. All right. Why are they going to spend 760 million? It's not. It's 870 million on the Big O. Fucked if I know.
They're spending 870 million on the Olympic Stadium.
Put a new roof on the Olympic Stadium. Why? I don't know. It's very important
Replace the fucking thing.
for the four events that they have there. It's very important, for the
Are
people
they
who
hoping they're gonna get the Expos back?
want a chance walking in there and having concrete fall on them. It's for them, I guess. Yeah, I
Just
don't know.
for
I have no idea why they want to do this. It is ridiculous. Is all I can say. So, yeah.
just replace it at that point.
And what makes that even worse? It's 870 million. Quebec, they just announced they're going to have a $1 billion deficit. Well, most of that's right there. No, in the budget, most of it's right there.
Exactly. Like,
Don't do that. Maybe don't do that. Let it just fill it with dirt, plant trees around, and
make an eco-friendly roof.
I don't know what
Solar powered roof.
there. What can they do there if we don't have a baseball team, which it was no good for anyway? It really wasn't a good baseball park. So
The acoustics are garbage, so you can't have concerts there.
Right? Yeah, that's right. Acoustics are garbage. So, what are you doing there? I have no idea.
Yeah. And for those who are wondering why the acoustics are bad, it's because it's concrete, so the noise just bounces right off of it. So you get the reverb and everything.
I think what they're planning to do is the new roof is really going to be bars, and they're going to throw all us English people in there. And that's what they want to
do. Oh, probably.
Are they trying to lure a team back? They are, but they're not going to do it with that ballpark. If you're going to
Not at
bring it
all.
back to the Olympic Stadium, you're going to lose your team because people won't go there.
Yeah.
So
you might have them for 10 years, but what's the point of having them for 10 years if you're just going to lose them again and not keep them for 50?
It's known. It's well known. If you don't build a downtown ballpark, not going to work here.
Yep.
So, and they lost 2 really good properties for that downtown. I don't know if they can find a third, but anyway. I voted for Drapeau. Did I vote for Drapeau? I actually did not vote for Drapeau ever because I was way too young in this, this life. I don't know, in this part of my life. I don't know what you're doing. No, I never
section.
Voted. The very first person I voted for, what was his name? Jean was for mayor. No, it was for mayor. It wasn't Jean. It was the other guy, not Jean Doré. I was thinking Jean Doré. Michael something. Can't remember his name. I was 18. That was it happened that there was an election year for mayor, and I got to vote right away. It was really, it was exciting actually to vote for the first time.
I could imagine. I've never voted though.
And I must say, if when the next federal election comes around, everybody, you need to vote. It's important this time, more than any other time. All right. Quebec has had. No wait, I'll do that again. I'll read it properly. Quebec has bad luck losing major sports teams. They deserve a second chance. Total BS with Atlanta in rumors about a 3 NHL franchise. Yeah, listen, but Quebec's not going to get an NHL team unless they are desperate to move a team because it has a rink ready and everything, and ownership ready in the wings. Beal says John A. McDonald. Yeah, I voted for John A. McDonald. Yeah, back then.
Habs hero. Actually, I don't think it's BS with Atlanta because the first time they moved, the team just wasn't getting fan support because the team was garbage overall. The second time, it was really poor management. I think if the Atlanta, I'm just going to say the Thrashers because I'm assuming they're going to try and go back to the Thrashers name. With Atlanta, why not? I'll just say Atlanta. With Atlanta, if they have a good ownership group and the fan support is there, which it was with the Thrashers, for a lot of it was there, the fan support. If they have good ownership and the fans end up showing up like the last time, they're 100% going to be fine in the National Hockey League. It's completely dependent on that ownership, though, because ownership did really not make an effort to keep the Atlanta Thrashers there and really just going to let them walk to Winnipeg. So,
will it be third time's a charm in Atlanta? Spin the wheel.
I'm going to say yes. I think if Atlanta gets a third hockey team, I'm going to say it actually goes well. I'm going to say it ends up being solid.
If it doesn't, I hope it's 3 fucking strikes and you're out at that point. But I mean, I wouldn't go.
Probably.
I guess if they have $1 billion, they're like whores.
I mean, hey, here's a good thing. If Atlanta gets a hockey team and it doesn't work out, they're in the East. They need to relocate. You can probably keep them in the same division. Quebec would be right there then. That would be Quebec's open for the Nordiques.
If they actually do this and bring in the Atlanta team and whatever other team, it just means they're a bunch of whores, the owners, and they want the money. That's all it's for.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to put it. The owners are a bunch of whores. I've never heard it described like that.
I mean, listen, except for Trump, but if almost any other billionaire comes up and says, "Here's $1 billion, suck my dick," how many people are going to say no?
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, probably.
To me, that's what that is. Same thing.
I mean, to be fair, $1 billion is more than life changing. That is life changing 8 times over, at least.
Even when you are already like a multi whatever millionaire, it's still life changing.
Yeah.
They're looking for that freaking money. And it's it's going to water down the league. I don't like it. Going to water down an already watered down league. So that's my opinion. BL says ESPN wants Little Brother TNT in Atlanta to have an NHL. Oh, did we just answer that?
Nope. Well, we didn't get to that one.
Oh, to have that, and while an NHL team, while they have the TV rights. Oh, I see what you're saying. ESPN would like that because, okay, they'll probably get it. I just don't know when they're planning to do this. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want it. Guru says, don't people need to educate themselves before voting? Don't people need to educate themselves before they actually go out in life? But they don't. So there's a lot of stupid people out there. So yeah,
But to be fair, there are a lot of people that end up learning because they go out in life. They end up learning as a result and educating themselves. I will say that. I will say
Well,
that.
wait a second. Though. He goes on to say people can't vote for the sake of voting, make it count. Well, we're in a democracy. You can't tell people what to vote, but you can tell people to go out and vote.
Yes. Yes.
You know why? Also, like for me, who is a liberal, definitely a centrist, so the center, I'm not extreme. For when there's not a big voter turnout, usually it's the Republicans or conservatives in Canada that win in those kind of turnouts. Because you know why? Their people vote. So when there's a big turnout, it's usually good for the left side because that means their people got out and voted. And that's why it's really important to vote. There you go. I'm 61. I know these things.
Yeah.
Coyotes to Salt Lake City next year? No, I mean, Salt Lake City wants a new franchise.
Yep.
They got the money, apparently. I'm telling you, money talks, man. Money talks and bullshit walks. Except in the NHL, money talks and so does bullshit, apparently. So.
Plus, even if the Yotes were to relocate, it wouldn't be next year. They are guaranteed to be in Mullet next year. It would probably take, I think, 2 to 3 years, just because they are still trying to get the arena situation figured out. They are making steps towards it. We'll see what happens there with the new landfill. And this is 100% probably the last chance. If they don't get this new landfill to build the arena, then they are absolutely probably going to Houston or maybe Utah. Maybe Utah just says, sure, why not? But this is 100% the last chance for the Coyotes, I'm pretty sure.
If Atlanta's in, say Atlanta's in, right? That'd be on the Eastern Conference, right?
Definitely.
Atlanta, right? South. So they got to get a team out west. So whatever team is got to come out west.
Yeah, there would be either Utah and Houston, and then depending again on if Arizona gets relocated, Houston or Utah, whichever one isn't, that's the expansion team.
Well, what was the rumor of the Coyotes going to Salt Lake? That got nixed, right?
Yeah, it was that Utah wanted a franchise, and people immediately associated that with, oh, well, the Coyotes need a new arena. If Utah wants a franchise, give them the Coyotes.
Okay,
it became the typical.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. BL, pray is I don't pray, but on this one, I agree with you there. Because if that goes over there, it'll be the next year, and it'll go here too. Democracy.
I am going to win the presidency in November, and I will be the greatest president.
You know, it's not an overblown statement to say that. It's about basically in the States, if Trump gets in, that's the last election. That's it. There will not be another election after that. If you don't believe that, that's fine, but that'll be it. Their democracy is gone, and there will not be another election because it will be a dictatorship. I know they scream about it here in Canada. Wait till they see one actually like up close. Yeah. Speaking of voting, Vlad Putin apparently was reelected for another 6-year term. Surprise! Wow, I'm shocked. Putin got in. Oh, how many people fell out windows today in Russia, I wonder?
Did Matvey Michkov's dad get found again?
No, but I think Putin won. Guess what? Everybody running for the other parties all fell out of windows. Surprisingly.
Oh,
wow. There's a.
Now we're not alleging anything, but we're alleging something.
We're not saying it's true, but it's true.
Yeah, exactly. We're not saying Vlad Tarasenko had anything to do with it, but I mean, they have the same first name. They have the same first name.
Why are you saying Tarasenko? You said Tarasenko.
I mean, they have the same first name. I mean, I'm just saying, it's a pretty creepy coincidence if you ask me.
Are they like the Asian people? Their first name is the last name is the first name, so they're really
Tarasenko, Vladimir. Oh God,
they're related. Vladimir.
I had nothing to do with. I can't do it now.
The United States in 2028 will be Donald Trump. Junior. Yeah, right. There's not enough cocaine to make that happen. There's not.
Even if he did run, I don't think he'd be 35 at that point yet. I don't think.
Junior?
Yeah, is he not like?
He's
I don't think of Baron. I'm thinking of Baron. Baron's the like 15-year-old. Yeah, or however old he is. Yeah, I was thinking of Baron.
Baron, yeah, no, Baron, no. It's Junior. I don't know, Mr. Cocaine. There, I don't know. He doesn't do cocaine though. He's the most cocaine-looking guy I ever saw that doesn't do cocaine. So, am I saying that I think that Donald Trump Jr. does cocaine? Yes, I'm obviously saying that. Come after me, Mr. Junior. Because he watches us. You didn't know that, eh?
Yeah, everybody watches us, Rick.
Everybody. Okay, where's the questions? There's only 4 people here. I don't know why there's only... Are we boring?
I think you mean 4 billion people are here, of course.
Oh, is that in billion? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think Streamyard just can't display the billion, so they just cut it down to the closest number that exists.
President in 2032, apparently. Apparently, he does not want to be anywhere near his father. Why, you may ask? Apparently, his dad stinks too much.
Oh.
He does not want be anywhere in the same room with his dad because he stinks too bad. And this is apparently Trump, when you see him up on the stage there and he starts like can't pronounce words and shit, he's literally shitting in his pants, in his diaper. That's apparent. That's the rumor. I believe it too. Anyway, we're going a little too far here. This doesn't necessarily have to be hockey, but I mean, let's not really make it politics.
Yeah, I mean, have a good question.
Oh, here we go. Getting crazy. Another crazy question. How crazy is it when NHL players are worried about their families and their own well-being because they wear a Pride jersey? Yeah, I mean,
haven't heard anything of that.
That shows you the toxic climate in the U.S. You know, all of a sudden, gay people like sort of got their rights. They had power, and everything was going great. Then all of a sudden, boom! It's like on a dime, they turned against the gay people. I don't get that one. But you know what they say about people who are afraid to be around gay people? Usually when it's men and they're very homophobic, is because they think they're fighting with their own potential gayness or what. I'm not putting it right, but fighting a lot of Republican men, kind of like a little jerk action in the men's room, from what I understand. Which is fine if that's what you're into. Just admit it. Just admit it. And why are you so against the gays when there's so many on the Republican side that don't want to admit it? So their hate, it's like projection. They're projecting, everything they say and everything they do. It's them doing it. They blame somebody else for something. It's because they don't like the gays. It's because they don't like it in themselves. And that's psychology 101. Not charging you for that. Look at that. What a value. Who will be the 3 goalies of the 2026 Canadian Olympic team? I already heard Monty is now being mentioned as probably the 3rd goalie. I don't know the first 2. Who do you think?
Samuel Montembeault, Caden Primo, and Quentin Miller will be the 3 goalies for the
team. Now you're being talk about rose-colored fucking glasses, man.
No, seriously. Montembeault, he's probably the 3rd string. I think maybe he can push for the backup. I got to think about every team's goalies and which ones are Canadian.
I don't know. I mean, me too. I can't think of who is ahead as being Canadian. I know there's guys, obviously.
Yeah.
I just not thinking of them.
Feels like most of the good goaltenders right now are Russian for some reason.
It can't be Primo, by the way. Primo is American, so BL's got you on that one.
Very funny, despite the last name, he is American. Yeah, I forgot about that.
He was born there. His dad's not American. Bennington
is
American?
If he is Canadian, there's no way that he gets picked up for Montembeault. Too much of a nutcase.
Carter Hart? Oh no, I was thinking of the prison games. The prison games. That's what I was thinking of.
Stuart Skinner.
Too soon, Harry?
No, I think it's too late. Actually, I think we should have been making these jokes for a while.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anybody. Christ's sake, I don't know why.
Yeah, I would probably say Stuart Skinner right now, just because he is playing well.
No, I don't think that. No, there's bigger names there.
Yeah, there are. I'm trying to think of them.
Yeah, I can't. So, I guess that's one we failed on this question.
Oh God, there's gonna be some that are like so obvious. Let me look up actually, just so we don't get embarrassed. I will save our asses.
While he looks that up, we'll let's move on to another question. Somebody, anybody? Hello? There's only 3 people here. What's with that? Where is everybody?
Oh, how do I go for this year?
Oh, there was something I wanted to mention. Shit, what was it?
All right, so while Rick thinks of that, Stuart Skinner, Aiden Hill, Tristan Jarry, Logan Thompson, Devin Levi, Sam Otterbo, and Bennington are the 7 that are.
I was going to say Levi, but I don't think Levi is ahead of Monty.
No, if anything, I think Levi would actually be a third string if Monty gets the backup role. Yeah, the only thing is,
he's not ahead. He's not
exactly.
Ahead. So Aiden Hill, makes sense. I don't know. Skinner doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. Is Demko American though? Demko, I don't think. Oh, yeah, American. He's BL's got the Americans there. I didn't read that.
Yeah, he's American. Yeah, San Diego, California.
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I thought he was talking about Canadians. And no, I knew Hellebuck was American and Ottinger.
Yeah.
And Swayman, but no, that Aiden Hill, maybe Logan Thompson if he's playing well. No, but there's somebody else that's ahead of that in that group ahead of Monty. Anyway, but there you go. That's the best we can do.
Tristan Jarry?
I guess Tristan Jarry makes sense, right? He's having a hell of a year.
Yeah, Jarry is having a solid year on, I believe, on a pretty bad Penguins team.
Yeah, on a shitty Penguins team, he's playing well. It's not on him, from what I understand.
So yeah, he's got a 2.70 and a 909 on a god awful Penguins team. That's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, so you're probably looking at Aiden Hill, Tristan Jarry, and now Monty's in the mix of the others at least.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I think you can carry max 3 goaltenders, right?
Yeah, they carry 3. And listen, last year Monty won gold, right?
Yeah.
So I think that gives him the leg up on that spot.
Which is why I do think, because of that world championship performance, some of the guys that might have been on that team, because I know there's a couple like pretty decent NHLers. I don't remember how many superstars there were on that world championship team. But some of them might speak to the coaches and be like, hey, look, this kid, this Montembeault guy, he's legit, give him the backup role. I think that might help his case big time.
I got to believe that if whoever's coaching knows who Monty is.
Well, no, but like, hey, in case you forgot, that world championship, he was damn good. Take a look at some of those games. I do have a feeling that's probably already in the discussion. I wouldn't be surprised to see Monty gets a backup because of that.
Monty's in that discussion already and on the list. They're talking about him and already for sure. 100%.
Which I just realized that's going to be interesting when we get to the Olympics and there's that big NHL pause. What are every NHL YouTuber going to do? Are they just going to take a break? How many are going to actually cover the Olympics?
I will. Good hockey in the Olympics.
Yeah, I probably will too. But it's just weird because we haven't had this in a decade, and in a decade the hockey YouTube thing has grown so much.
I haven't had to deal with where are the Olympics this time?
Yeah.
Actually, if the games are like 6 a.m. our time, like what? No, that's gonna be tough.
They're in Italy, I think. Yeah, they're in Italy.
Italy, all right, Italy. What's the time difference? So, what is it in Italy when are the games gonna be?
So right now it is 10 p.m. It's 3 a.m. in Italy actually right now. So
5
probably the game. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a 2-3 p.m. type start time, I would think. Something like that.
Oh, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I can get up a little bit earlier for sure.
Well, no, it would be then if it's going to start for like 7 o'clock their time is going to be midnight.
No, I just looked it up. For example, 7 p.m. on a Friday in Italy, that would be 2 p.m. for us.
Oh yeah, right.
It's like, yep. So yeah, that would actually be really fun.
I did it the wrong way. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry. It's the summer 24 games that are in Italy. It's apparently Paris.
Oh, it's Paris. Oh, it's in
26.
Paris.
Yeah. Wait. No, the Winter Olympics are in Italy. Oh, BL is saying that's the summer 24 games is Paris. Okay, I got it right. It was Italy.
The team bombed in 2006 when it was in Turin. What does that have to do with 2025? Is it this year?
Yeah.
When are we getting it? Next year, right? 2025? No, can't be. 2026. Yeah, I just thought of it. It's got to be an even number year. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. What happened 20 years ago, man. That's my answer. All right, we forgot about the questions. Where are the questions? It's supposed to be question and answer. You guys question us. We answer the questions. All right. I don't know. How many people are here? Still only 3 people. Everybody is in bed. It's only 10 o'clock on a Friday night.
Yeah, I expect most people to be out partying.
Yeah, where's all your people, too? What happened? Nobody. None of my people, none of your people. Nobody's here. Except BL. BL's always here. Yeah. Crosby was a rookie and was left off the team. When? In 2006?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that was probably to be expected. The Olympics really snub rookies a lot.
Yeah, in 2010, Crosby scored the golden goal.
Yep.
I remember.
And you got to think 2026, Crosby and McDavid. That's going to be an electric top line.
That was a hell of a game. In 2010, that was a really good game. What a goal! It was.
It
was something.
Yeah, Crosby and McDavid, you could imagine, you could probably put like just because he wouldn't fit with the style of play, but you could put Michael Pezzetta and bro would probably get 15 points in 3 games because of those two.
Well, you just go back. We talked about Mario Lemieux in the trivia there, right? Mario Lemieux had a guy named, I think it was Warren Young. Warren Young scored 40 goals that year. And it was also a contract year. So next season after, he went to some stupid team, and you never heard of Warren Young again. But he took he took a guy that there's no way would ever get 40 goals and literally made him a 40-goal scorer, all on Mario Lemieux's back.
Yeah. So Warren Young, in a total of 20 previous games that he had played in the NHL, 2 goals. In the 84-85 season with a rookie Lemieux, 40 goals, 72 points in 80 games. It was a contract year. He actually, funny enough, got traded from the Red Wings back to the Penguins, but he signs with the Red Wings. Admittedly, fairly decent, 22 goals, 46 points with the Red Wings. Goes back to Pittsburgh, scores 8 goals, 21 points in 50 games. The next year, 7 games, 0 points, and he's out of hockey entirely.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, he had an okay season. The next year was okay, but it wasn't the season he had before. And he never. That was like it. You didn't hear of him again after that, basically.
Yeah. To be fair, that Red Wings leading goal scorer was John Ogrodnik. Not to put John Ogrodnik down, but just you ideally don't want John Ogrodnik as your leading point scorer.
No, but John Ogrodnik was a good goal scorer, if I'm correct. He could put up points.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. I will say that he could, but realistically, you probably don't want him as your top point scorer.
Not.
2, 3, definitely.
But Detroit in those days weren't any good.
Exactly. So that's why I think Warren Young's numbers are actually a little bit better than probably would give him credit for.
They probably played him top line because of what he had done. He got
100%
minutes and all that stuff, and he put up, okay numbers, but He didn't put up 72 points.
Plus, as well, to be fair to John Ogrodnik, the year before he had 55 goals and 105 points. Also a career year for him. So
Ogrodnik is a good player.
Yeah. Like I said, that's why I said not to disrespect him because he was a good player, but you probably don't really want to have him as your top point scorer. You probably want.
It's not actually name. He wasn't like a sexy name player, that was exciting, but he was a good player. He was a good player.
Yeah,
I remember him. Does Carolina beating Florida 4-0 make your choice of who comes out of the East different or the same?
It's the exact same. Carolina in the playoffs is completely different to them in the regular season.
I only say that Carolina getting a benefit of having Anderson back, who I think was the goalie of that game. Right?
It definitely does help them out, but I don't think that they will.
No, but I'm saying that, and listen, Florida getting beat one game 4-0. If they go on a losing streak, maybe means something. One game, no.
Yeah, and as well, like the playoffs are completely different from the regular season.
Right.
You look at the Hurricanes and the Rangers when they played in that bubble year, the year they had the play-ins. Everybody was predicting, it's going to be Rangers in 3. They swept the season series in the regular season. Carolina knocked them out in 3 games.
Yeah, I remember.
Carolina took out Henrik Lundqvist last year, took out his heart basically, and that was it. That was the end of Lundqvist. Was a 3-game sweep to a team that they then swept in the regular season.
Anderson can make a huge difference for Carolina when it comes to the playoffs.
The big issue is can he stay healthy though? That's always been the issue with Andy. Can he stay healthy and can he be consistent?
It was a blood clot thing, so it wasn't an injury that way.
No, but in general, he has not been a healthy goalie.
But if he's healthy and he's playing well, that's a good goalie.
Yes, definitely. I will not argue that whatsoever. He is very good. He is very good, but there are those concerns that
there's a
there.
But if he plays well and he's healthy, that's a huge boon to them.
Definitely.
Huge.
But I don't think they get past Florida though. I think Florida's amount of insane offensive depth, especially with the additions they made at the deadline. I think they're incredible blue line that actually knows how to play defense. Brent Burns. And I think them having one of the best goalies in the league this year, I think that's enough to push them over the edge. I think Bob has been incredible for them. I think they've got what it takes to get past Carolina easily again.
Biel says Kuznetsov and Gensel definitely help up front. Yeah.
They definitely do. Adding legitimate second line scoring, it'll help them out. I just don't know if I would trust the Hurricanes in the playoffs the way that a lot of people did last year, and honestly, kind of rightfully so up into the conference finals. I think the Panthers still easily beat Carolina, though. Might be 5 or 6 this time instead of 4, but I think if they meet again, it's easy for them.
I take a different tact. Here's how I would look at it. Carolina getting knocked out when they thought they were going to win, right? That's what you're saying, right? They didn't, but that they learned from that, and they made some really good additions. I would say they have better chance of doing better in the playoffs than they did last year.
I think they do. The issue at that point would then be because they would be then not overconfident. They would be, okay, we know what this team did last year. Florida then probably knows that, and they're going to take their best to Carolina in return. And I think that last year, I don't think that it was necessarily a case of Carolina being overconfident. I think it was just more so just Carolina can't play in the conference finals. They've not known what a win in the conference finals is since 2006. They've been there 3 times before.
Doesn't mean that they can't. Listen, those are good additions. With Anderson back, you got a good coach over there. I like their chance. I don't like the team, but I like their chances as far as now they're going to do probably better than I would have thought with those moves and Anderson being back playing well. Yeah, I got to give their chances it gives them a boost without a doubt. Because they got a really good coach over there. As much as I don't like that team, he's a good coach. Right? If I could remember his name, I'd say his name, but I can't remember Brindamore. He was a tough son of a bitch to play against. Mm-hmm. And, so I think you give them the tools that they were missing last year, probably. Yeah, maybe they do have that better showing now. Which is why when I'm always asked like who's going to win, blah 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 blah, I want to get closer, like past the deadline, see what teams do. Make a better assessment of what's going to happen. And there you go, where a team like Carolina, they improved their lot.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and they sweep their way to the Stanley Cup Finals. I could be right, even better than right. They're out in the first round. We won't know what happens until it happens. So, best we can do is give predictions until then.
That's why they play the games on the ice.
Exactly.
Guru says, when Canada was up in the gold medal game in 2010, I said the only way Canada is winning gold is in OT. So many people were mad at me for it. Playing the U.S. is never that easy. No, I remember that. And it was like we were on the edge of our seat. It was an exciting game.
The Americans?
What was that?
The Americans came back down 2-0 as well in that game, right?
I think so, yeah. We thought the game was like we were going to win, and then it got tied up. And it was just it was a very the way I remember it, it was like white knuckle overtime. That kind of thing. It was because it's like you said, Americans are tough to play against, and you can never, you can't, even if you're Canada, you can't be sure anymore playing the Americans that you're going to win. There's no more like that. It used to be like that. Didn't matter who we were playing, but no more. The world has.
There are 4 or 5 different regions that can easily compete with Canada now.
Yeah, plenty of teams, plenty of nations now. Yeah, it's a total different ball game from when I was young. We had it all. Yeah. When I was young, we had the best hockey team here in Montreal, and we had the best hockey nation by far of anybody. And now,
hell, you got Gretzky and Lemieux. You're probably already guaranteed a win right there.
Yeah, now it's all shot to hell.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, to be fair, Canada does have McDavid, McKinnon, and Crosby, so you got 3 damn good players right there already. But
yeah, I know. But you don't look at it and go, we're gonna win. It's not even in doubt. No, it's no longer like that.
Yeah.
Even medaling is not a guarantee anymore.
No.
Like, okay, we might not get the gold, which was all we wanted anyway, but we'll get a silver or a bronze. Like that was almost assured. But now, nothing's assured anymore. The world is better at hockey. We keep
absolutely.
Up? You keeping up?
No. I don't know why I'm tired. Just
All right, some questions, please, people. Questions. Yeah. We might have to supply our own questions going forward.
Yeah, I mean, Rick, you suggested earlier I can take off my clothes if someone asks. I got no problem.
Harry, please don't. He wants to get naked, but I
no, I do not actually. I really do not.
No, but in the future, we might think of we question each other till we get when we don't have questions, we have questions prepared. We can question each other. Maybe we'll do that.
I think we could do that. Yeah.
Road. Besides, it's only our 3rd episode, so as we go along, things could change, and we'll tighten things up and loosen things and whatever. And Harry might take his clothes off. I don't know.
Maybe if someone asks that question, I might consider it. Who's to say?
And if you Venmo us $100.
Now that'll have to come to my PayPal for me to verify.
It's just, I don't know. Is that accessible to us here in Canada?
I don't. Let me look it up. I don't know. I don't think it is though.
Because you'd think there'd be a way. I mean, it's a big country over there. You'd think there'd be a way. It's so easy in Canada, man. It's so easy to buy something or pay for something or send somebody goddamn money. And in the States, it's not. You got to use
Venmo is not available in Canada.
You got to use some stupid app. Here, at least we use our bank.
Exactly.
Right there, you got to use some third-party app and this and then take it. It's the States. How could that be?
I don't know. I hear it's like you said, using the bank. PayPal's the easiest way to do it, and that's fucking complicated as all hell. when it comes down to it.
It's not complicated. It's easy as this shit.
No, PayPal.
Oh, I don't use PayPal because exactly that. I didn't know how to use it, so screw that.
Yeah, I was able to set it up, but yeah, it was kind of tough to do so.
Yeah, I mean for you because you do OSB, right? So you can stream sort of separately from here, right? And do things like that. I mean for me, it's just like you know what, you want to get money through YouTube. I'm good with that. It's easy, you know. So just remember, if you do want to give money to the channel, you can. I think I don't know. We're a new channel. Do we have to be a certain size to be able to get donations?
Do you know if you were to use like stuff like PayPal, no. But because of the super chats, you do need to be at 500 subscribers to get the super chats.
So we can't even say, "Hey, give us money." You can't here.
No.
Yeah.
The only way you could do that is if you wanted to support Rick, go to the Talking Habs channel. You can use the super chat button there, or join his membership
if you want. And Harry too. You can take donations if you want it. If you do, if anybody's out there, please give it. No, if anybody's out there and want to give us money, just go to our channels and do it there. Not that
with me,
the same. It just
with me, I deal with PayPal, but with Rick, like I said, super chats and or the memberships. You can also do that with him.
Yeah, that's true. I can tell you don't have memberships. You have memberships?
No, I don't because I'm not at the watch time.
You're right. No, you have to be monetized for memberships. No, you're right. Where are you at? Where are you at?
I can actually look right now real quick. Just give me a second.
I saw you were at 9:30.
9:38 actually. Now.
Nice.
Yeah,
we're a lot of people here, but if you haven't gone to Harry's channel, Harry Rice Hockey on YouTube, and give him a subscribe. Help. He's only that's 62 away. Yep. We're with me. I didn't get there, and then it started just a little bit before. It just raced through the next 200. It just came through like crazy. In no time.
I mean, comparatively to how the channel was growing beforehand, it's absolutely racing. It's easily racing.
The closer you get to the 1,000, like you get really close, it'll get there faster than you think. It won't be long.
YouTube will really start pumping you out once you get to that 1,000.
Have you applied for the monetization yet?
I don't think I can until I get to the 1,000.
No, you're wrong. You can pre-apply. And then when it happens that you hit the number, they'll tell you already you hit the number and your application is already being reviewed. That's what I did. And I got it in no time. I got it in like 2 days.
Oh shit! I'm on the earn thing now. It's not letting me apply, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, it has the button. We'll let you know when you're eligible to apply now, but I can't press it.
Pre-applied. Maybe they changed the rule on that, but I had pre-applied. And they let you know. But also because I'm better, and that's all.
I mean, you do have more subscribers, so.
No, I didn't mean it. Well, no, when I applied, I was still a couple hundred away when I was allowed to apply. They may have changed the rule, They change freaking rules every year, so.
That is true. They do. They change like every rule.
A lot of them. They changed so many rules. I don't know. They probably changed that because when they had the 500, they probably changed that. Anyway, but as soon as you can just apply right away. And now I think you won't get it in 2 days. It takes longer now. But it takes like 30 days for them to approve you. Mm-hmm. But you're close. You're close. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
What happened for me?
It is exciting, and plus something that I realized as well is that once I hit the 1,000, because YouTube is probably, I believe, more likely to push you out once you hit that 1,000. People are going to be checking out the videos and the streams more often, so the watch time is going to go up. So I'm going to be able to apply for the.
That's why you have to go. I got my watch time hours way before I got all my subscribers. That was the difference. You hit the nail on the head. Wow. That's what's different.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah, because like right now, like for the 500 subscribers to get super chats, memberships, and whatever, I need 3,000 hours of public watch hours in the last year. Wow. I have 1,617 right now, so.
I'm going to give him some advice now. We'll see if he takes my advice. He probably won't, and I don't blame him, but he might. The reason you're having trouble with the watch time hours is something I've told you about your channel before.
Yeah.
you're so all over the board, it's harder for you to get that. That's all. If you would niche down a little bit, you would get them faster. Because I mean,
Probably.
I was in as tight a niche as could be, and I got my watch time hours way before I got
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I'll say, like I definitely have I've considered that. I'm still not 100% on that because I feel like on one hand having that diversity leads to more people coming into the channel and they'll check out what they want, and at the same
it's
time
proven.
having the different channels you can subscribe for what
It's
you want.
proven.
So
No, it's proven it doesn't. You know why? I'm going to tell you why too. And so people out there, you're going to learn something. No, the reason why is very simple. When say somebody comes to your channel for the hockey, right? And they, oh, I like this guy. I talk hockey. He subscribe, but then he starts to see some of your other thumbnails come up for other things you're doing. Go, well, that's not. I'm not in. I don't want to see that. I'm going to unsubscribe.
yeah.
And that's what it is because it's hard to get that balance for everything you're doing. That's all. That's my advice for the day because they're not asking us questions, so I got to do something. No, but seriously, and it's nothing against your channel or what you're doing there or the quality of it. It has nothing to do with that. The advice is always niche down, which means get as tight a niche as you can. That helps you grow. Then once you've grown, you can start to flesh out everything. That's how it's supposed to be. And it's proven they know what they're like. It's proven that's what works.
Yeah.
And it's true. So far along the way, my journey, everything I learned, they haven't been wrong. You know what? Just remind me to give you a list of the people I watch, and you should start watching them. And you'll
for sure.
And then you can make decisions of what you want to do. You know.
Perfect. I don't know if I want to remind you, like right after this goes.
Absolutely, I don't mind. Absolutely, when we're done, well, yeah.
Perfect.
So there you go.
Thank you.
That's kind of what we talk like when we're done, and we're in like the after party, if you want to call it that. That you just saw a behind the scenes look at what it's like at our channel.
Yeah.
Now when Harry and I are doing like solo live streams, that's not what it's like because otherwise we're just talking to ourselves, which I do, but I don't want you guys to see that. There's nobody there.
Yeah. Usually it's just be like, oh, what should we do? Okay, let's recap the game, and it's just like people come in, they'll think we're fucking nutcases.
Well, they probably do, but there's only one person here. And let me ask you a question: if it's like for you, when you're doing a solo live stream and you got people there, and I've seen you're like a freaking machine gun with answers. You're working. When you sign off, how do you handle that? Isn't it a letdown that you have to get used to? Right?
It is. Yeah, it is. Because like when I first started, it would be like, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you, guys. Well, actually, keep in mind, when I first started on this channel, well, my channel, we're not on my channel right now, but when I started on the Harry Rice channel, I wasn't getting a ton of people coming to the streams at first. I'd at most get, 5, 6, maybe 7 comments total through a 40-minute stream. So I was kind of already used to the letdown in a way where it was like I talk about the game and respond to like a handful of comments. But as more and more people come in, obviously the comments become more and more. And the letdown in a way became bigger, and it also was easier because, again, I've been used to that. However, like I said, when you get the more people coming in, like this past trade deadline, I mentioned to you, Rick, I had 2,000 people coming in, and the comments were...
You were awesome. Listen, you were awesome. The way you were giving you were awesome on there.
Thank you. But I had a ton of people coming through, and there was questions after questions. And when the first stream ended, because the first stream ended due to a little Wi-Fi glitch, that come down, it didn't hit whatsoever. Obviously, because I had to go right back up live.
Yeah.
But once that first stream ended, I went upstairs, and I was still like talking like I was still live with my dad. I was talking about my dad like as if I was still alive, and it took like a half an hour. So I think
you're pumped to have a stream like that, eh? Yeah.
Exactly. Like when you peak at the 69 nice viewers that I did, I'm pretty sure it was 69, 70 something. Like you get excited. Like when you keep pushing those streams further.
My highest is 250.
Holy shit!
And I haven't had that in a long time, but I hit 250 once. Yeah, you're like, there's nothing like it. If you want to talk about a rush, like from doing drugs.
Yeah,
it's equivalent to that.
Yeah, it is.
It
Because
is.
like
When I
you
first
want to
started
keep
doing,
pushing it further.
when I first started doing the live streams, and I had more action than you. Like I was getting comments. It was a little more than that. Oh my
Yeah,
God. I literally was on a high afterward, and I didn't smoke in my live streams then. I was on a
yeah,
high like I had. It's like, and you got to come down. But now I've been doing this for 4 years, the live streams, anyways.
yeah,
Now, you know what? Now it's not the same. There's no come down anymore. I'm used to it. I turn it off, say goodbye, everything shuts down. And unless I'm with other people and we have a chat, but like I'm talking when I'm alone. I walk away, I do whatever, get the TV on. Like I'm right into after like the after stuff. But it was tough to do that for like a couple of years. It takes a
yeah,
bit of getting used to because
yeah.
listen, we're the stars of the show. So if you're getting a lot of people, no, but you're getting a lot of people, you get that feeling. I'm sorry, you get that feeling like you're special and like it could go to your head if you let it.
It definitely can.
If you let it. I choose not to let that obviously go to my head.
Yeah,
But it took a couple of years to get where I could just walk away from it and I'm right into my life instead of like have to sort of come down from being the star, playing a star. I mean, there's a Bob Seger song about that.
yep,
And he said playing star again. And that's what it's like. It's like I'm getting on here. Okay, I'm gonna play the star. I'm like somebody special. But I'm not. I'm just a Joe Blow like
exactly,
anybody else.
exactly. It's
It's
like
tough to it's tough to get used
yeah,
to.
like definitely the come down for me. Yeah, especially like recently, like because we've been hitting so many highs, like the concurrent viewers, having the total 2,000 viewers after the streams or whatever. That is at that where I'm at that point now where it's really those that it's like that's where I'm having a tough time coming down from because the typical streams it's like yes that was a good stream awesome boom
Yeah,
move on
you're
but with
not used.
those
You're not used. I had one season. I think it was the 2021 season where we went to the finals. Right. I was
yeah
getting people. I was getting people. So like I went through that. Like it's a big high. It's not like when you have 20, 30 people in the room. No, when you're getting 250 in the room, that's
yep
crazy. And I wish I
and
could get
especially
back
compared
to
to the
that,
game
but I wish I could. But when the Habs once the Habs get better, the next 2-3 seasons, we're gonna have that again because people are interested. And
absolutely and I think you hit that consistently 250 probably once the Habs get good. And yeah, like I remember that season. When we made that comeback against the Leafs, I think I had 1.8 thousand viewers on a stream one time for I think it was for Game 6. And I keep in mind I have like 500 subs at that point. That blew my mind for like a day.
oh yeah,
Like I
yeah.
could not come down from that. So like
I I
yeah
35
yeah
3550. I think I had one stream 3,550 people like that.
holy
Now a lot of people came in looking for the game.
yeah that's what you'll
So,
get is a lot of
okay, but you know what? There were a lot of people in the room. I
yep.
carried it for a while. Like it's exciting. It's exciting.
It
It's still
is it is exciting definitely.
so.
Sorry.
By the way, just to say, who's here still? There says one person. Who's here? Guru, is it you? I bet it's Guru
Uh,
still. He's listening to us.
Probably. I know I have the chat open, but not the stream, so it wouldn't recognize me as a viewer. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it
Because
might.
popping up the chat is different.
It might.
It could.
Guru probably if he left, he probably would say goodbye before. Yeah, he says it's
Yeah,
me.
yeah, you're, yeah. I just saw.
Well, I
Oh, he
think,
did.
yeah, I think Darren would say goodbye first before he left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's three. Now we got new people in there. But by
Yeah.
the way, if you're new and you're in, it's a Q&A. We're looking for questions. Ask us about hockey or about life or about this or about that.
Literally
Unless
anything.
question, yeah, we'll answer it. It's here.
Yeah.
We're basically here to bring in new viewers. We're here
Yeah.
to get to know us. We're not the only hosts here, but we're two of the 5 hosts, and we're
Yep.
just hoping to have some fun and answer some questions and whatever. It's kind of lax, that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Whoever's here, say hi. And
if after this you want to check out some more of our content, we've got a ton on this channel. We got some live streams, we've got some videos. We have 2 podcasts that we run. I believe the links for those are in the description. The Have Normals podcast and the Pucking Around podcast. Rick has his own channel, Talking Habs. If you're somehow not here from either of our own channels, Rick has his own channel, Talking Habs. I have my own, Harry Race Hockey. You can check us out separately as well if you want. If you want some more goodness from us, and you're enjoying the chat so far.
Nice. That's very professional. You can can you tell Harry's been doing this for a long time?
Yeah, it is actually.
I noticed it in myself when I was doing. I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't doing the ums and ahs. Like I've gotten better from when I first started. I was umming and ahhing a lot when I first started.
Oh yeah, I was as well.
Yeah, everybody does. It's tough to get those ums and ahs out. It takes time.
It is. Yeah.
You have to be an experienced speaker in front of people. I wasn't, obviously, but I'm not in front of people like live. I've done a little bit. It's like once or twice since doing this. But yeah, you get used to it. It's like talking in front of people. It really, I was a very shy person. There's no way I would have done something like this. Like if you knew me, you'd say, he's doing what? He's doing, no way you would do that. I think of me that. Yeah. It's totally changed me that way. I'm not nearly as shy as I was when and stuff like that. So it's been good. But I'm getting like more professional when I guess when I want to be. I don't know.
Yeah, when you come on these, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's some streams I don't really like. Like this one is very lax and very laid back.
Just have some fun. Don't need to act like a professional in any stretch of the meaning.
No, but we've all watched TV and sports and those broadcasts, and we all have how they do their stuff, right? So we all have a little bit of how they do it, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And when
you're trying to get your points across like that, you kind of have to be like that. You kind of have to try to be that way so people can understand you. I think that's how it is. All right, let me see. We got stuff there.
Yeah,
Harry, your logo on your channel makes me think home run. When it's true, when I see the HR, it's true. But you know what though? That's a logo. I don't know where you got it. It jumps out at you.
I made that.
Yeah, the coloring, red and black. But
actually. Yeah, the original HR, I just created that myself with paint, literally, just with the paint tool on the computer. I just created that myself.
That's right.
And I'll actually tell you guys something that I don't think many people know. The reason I use the black and the red as the contrast for the logo is because those are my two favorite colors, black and red. Those are what I decided to use. Yeah, and
my favorite color. Red's definitely
sorry?
My favorite. Red's definitely my favorite color.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd hope it is your favorite team. That's their main color.
Yeah, I mean, clothes wise too. I buy a lot of red stuff.
It's funny in terms of clothing. I don't mind like stuff like this, like a light pink kind of, like a dark purple.
I don't mind either, but I have a lot of red stuff. My winter coat, I went and bought. I had 4 or 5 different colors. I chose the red. Like my scooter is red.
Like I shit! I was like a kind of dark red.
Yeah, it's a darker than the Habs red, but it's a nice red. It's a really nice. I love the color. I love. It's an old person's scooter, yes, but it's a 3-wheeler. But it's a 3-wheeler set up like a bike, like a motorcycle. It's set up like that, not like some 3-wheelers that are set up like a 4-wheeler, and they're boring. Mine's exciting because mine, if you don't ride it properly and you're going too fast and you turn, you're going on your side. It's gonna flip.
Oh yeah,
I almost flipped it twice, and I'm an experienced rider. I rode a lot when I was young. And so the point is, it gives you that motorcycle-like kind of ride, and so it's not like I'm an old guy sitting on a scooter. It's fun to ride. I enjoy it, and when I go through that, it's a nice long ride along the water for most of the way. I love to ride in the summer. It's really fun.
That sounds good. That sounds nice.
And I'm going at a decent clip. It's not fast, but I mean 20 kilometers an hour. It's not that bad. It's faster than it feels faster than you'd think just hearing 20 kilometers an hour. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's fun. I enjoy it, and I can go on the street, and I can go through the city. I can go wherever I want. I think my batteries. I think I'm having trouble with my battery. I'm testing it out now to see the distance I can get. before I have to charge. I got to do 35 kilometers there and back to go see my dad. So the reason is I've left it twice on the charger way too long because I forgot because I'm old.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's a trickle charger and it does shut down, like it stops making noise, like it's opera. But they tell you don't do that, and I did it. So I'm just testing it to make sure that I can do it. I'll get more distance in the summer when it's hotter, but anyways. Guru says great looking logo. So who's here besides Guru? There's 2 other people here. Just say hi. You don't have to really talk if you don't want to, but say hi.
We'll give you a little shout out.
Unless it's Bartholomew, then no, you cannot say hi. You prefer not.
Guru did ask earlier, how do you get a YouTube logo frame? Like how do you get the when do you get the YouTube button? That is at 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, and I believe 50 million subscribers.
So we're still. Yeah, you're talking about the silver. You're talking about the silver YouTube thing. That's 100,000. Yeah.
Yep. 100,000.
The gold is for
1 million.
Is it 1 million or yeah? I think the gold is 1 million.
It's 1 million. They might give one out for 500K. I don't think they do, but they might. I don't know.
And then if you get multiple, like you're right. If you get every 100,000, you get a silver one. Up to 1 million, you get a gold, and then every 1 million, you get another gold one.
Is that how it's done? I'm pretty sure it's 100,000, just 1 million, and then 50 million.
100,000, you get a silver. I think every 100,000 you get a silver. And then a gold is for every million. A gold is for every million. They give you one for every million you get.
Oh, well, if that is what happens.
We're good. You know what? I never thought I'd get more than 10,000 if I was lucky. But now working with you guys, I think we can get 100,000 if we work hard. It's going to take a little while, but I think
it's going to take a good amount of years. But
as long as listen, that's what I was talking to you about. We got to come up with some shows people are going to be interested in. Harry and I are going to work together a bit and see if we can develop some shows like this, some trivia, and just some shows to do that you guys would be interested in. So look forward to that. Harry and I collaborating and seeing what we can come up with. Because on our channel, Harry and I are the most creative of the 5. It's not a knock to the other guys. It's not.
No.
It's just we're the most
they have their strength. Our strength is the creativity.
Yeah, I think so. Because we do stuff. We do multiple stuff.
Give them a compliment without actually giving them a compliment.
Don't worry. I don't need compliments. But Harry and I, we do music. I write poems, and probably Harry does too. I don't know. But we do different things, and we're not afraid to try something. I think that's right. You're not afraid to, if you come out. I'm not afraid to do it, and me too. If I come up with the idea, I'm not really afraid to give it a try.
Yeah, I'm not scared to play the fool on my channel. If I do a rap song,
if people want to laugh, it's the whole point of what I do. I want people to laugh at it.
Exactly.
So,
that's the whole point of my raps as well. Like, I think there are a couple really clever bars that I do come up with, but a lot of the time it's like, what can I make that would make people laugh? That's what I really come up with when I do my rap.
I put humor in it, and if not, at least like for the poetry, it doesn't have to be funny, but it has to be good. And I know not everything is good that I've written, but I think it's gotten better over time. And I haven't written anything in a little while because we're too busy. It's really hard. But the summer's coming up, the off season. I'm gonna have more time, and I will be writing in the off season, definitely. So I know people, and I'm pleased that people are actually asking me about poetry. It took a few years doing poetry. People are asking me about it. Why, is there another one coming soon? That makes me feel good that I'm making some inroads with it, of getting people interested in the poetry. So yeah,
that's really good. Yeah, absolutely. I think that you should keep it going for sure. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the poetry too. I don't ask because I know there will be something coming soon, whether it's immediately or in the future. I know there's gonna be something.
Yeah, I haven't written anything, but I mean, I'm not worried that I haven't. It's just I'm too busy for that, and so I don't have time to do other videos either. It's like barely have enough time. because it's not only the YouTube channel that I do. I mean, I'm my ex-wife's caretaker, so I'm there a lot. I got things to do too. So it's tough. We're making it work. I don't mind being busy. I got a little time to be busier, but in the off season, when I'm writing a poem, I can't just sit down and in a half hour it's done. Sometimes it takes all day.
Yeah, you can't rush art, as they say. You gotta make it at your own pace.
Yeah, and the ideas and all that, it comes at if it doesn't hit me, I can't write something I don't feel. Like I can't force it. I might be able to write a verse or two, but I can't really force it.
Yeah, which is why I think some people might be asking why you don't take requests. That's probably why you don't take requests for topics. Is it has to be something that you really want to write about.
I want to do that though. I want to do something like that. It's something I want, but I could probably do that, but it can be hard. But Paul Duffy had a good idea with the guess the score contest. Make it easier, but instead of the money, write a poem about the person and make a video.
Oh, I like that actually.
I actually do like that as well. So it won't be this season, but I'm going to consider that for next season. Yeah. Like I'll give it. It'll be like I don't know. I'll figure out at the how hard I want to make the contest, and then maybe offer either if you want the money or you want the poem, you can have either. Maybe something like that. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, that'll get me to write more. So I like it. I like it for that. And I can write. I can write if you give me ideas. I've proven that with Phil gave me some ideas. I've written some nice poems. I get ideas here and there. Like I don't need to. The thing is, if you have nothing in your head and no suggestions, and you're sitting down just to write, that's hard sometimes. To just say, write a poem. Okay, my lighter. Let's write a poem about my lighter. Like it sounds easy, but it's not always.
Yeah, because what can you say about it? Oh, it's a good lighter. That's really kind of it. You have to really stretch.
I can do it. Will it be good or not? I don't know, but I could do it. Might be good. Yeah. Might be creative, and it might be shit. I don't know.
It could be all three, maybe.
Right. I mean, like if you sit down to write lyrics for a rap, it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like it's funny for me personally. Like I get, yeah, I agree. You can't just sit down and just okay, here we go. Like it has to be at the right time. Like for me, weirdly enough, like 2 to 5 a.m. seems to be like my prime hours for like when I can write.
If I could do your hours, which I sometimes do, but I can't do that consistently. But if I could, I agree with you. Because a lot of times I'm getting ready, like it's 3 a.m. and I'm thinking, and then something hits me and I start writing and it's like, oh shit, why did you do that? Because now I'm going to write for an hour or two.
Exactly.
It'll come out pretty, like it impresses me that I can do that. So I'm like that. It's just like, late and just go to bed. Like I hadn't had any sleep till then. No, I can't do that. So
yeah. Honestly, it impresses me too sometimes because like there'll be a few nights where, like with the one song that I did, it was Charisma Potential that I put out during 25 Days of Harry last year. For those of you who might be Rick's fans who are wondering, 25 Days of Harry during December every day from the 1st to the 25th, I put out a new video. One of those days I did a rap song called Charisma Potential. I wrote that in one night.
I can do that.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I sat down. It was like 12 a.m. on an October night. I just had the beat in mind. I was like, all right, I want to come up with something. For some reason, I just started and it didn't stop until the end.
Yeah, it'll happen sometimes. And then sometimes you'll get some of it. Then you put it down, you come back to it, you get more. It might take you a few times to write something. Yeah, no, definitely. When I first started writing the poetry, though, I didn't realize, I don't know why, that I could do that where I could stop, even just go walk the dog, come back, and I can get right back into it. I didn't realize that. Now I know I can put it down for months even, and I can come back and come back to something and finished it.
Oh yeah, like I've been that way. I've been trying to write raps since 2015, since 2016, around there. There's raps from that time that I worked on for a while, and I've not touched since, and I could probably touch them if I wanted tomorrow, and be like, okay, yeah, let's pick this one back up. I completely get what that means. There's so many unused lyrics from that time frame from 2015 to 2019. I could probably come up with like 7 or 8 songs just off of what I have there. Would the song make any sense? No, but I have that much material probably.
Sometimes it doesn't matter if it makes sense as long as you're happy with it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? While you're doing it, because a lot of times you do it and go, and it's good, and then you look back at it and go, "Oh, what the fuck did I do there? Why would I do that?" Right?
Yeah.
Those, right?
Oh yeah. Paul McCartney probably thinks back of that with "I Am the Walrus." He knows the reason, but it's probably like, "Why the fuck did I?"
John Lennon.
No, that was Lennon. Yeah. Well, if you were alive, Lennon.
John Lennon wrote a lot of John Lennon, Ringo Starr, they wrote a lot of the silly stuff, but I mean, Lennon wrote a lot of more silly songs than Paul did. Paul was a more serious lyricist, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, but I happen to know I'm the Walrus was Lennon.
Yeah. Well, but if Lennon was alive today, I should say, he'd probably be like, "Why the fuck did I write that?" I don't want to do an accent, but he'd be like, "Wow."
You know what? I don't know about that though with Lennon. I'll tell you why. I saw this thing. I don't know where it was from. So some young dude, I don't know what year this was, obviously before Lennon got killed, ended up at their house. Okay. And he was like this homeless bum, whatever, because he had left home a while back and he was going there to whatever. It took him a while. And he was just hanging around like a stalker would be today, which he'd get called the cops on. They didn't. They opened the door, talked to him, brought him in, fed him breakfast, and talked to him. And the guy was telling him like what he thought the lyrics in this song. And Lennon said, but it was just nonsense. We were just putting words together. Why are you taking it like so? They didn't mean that at all. So
yeah. But that's the beauty of music, is it might mean one thing to one person and it means something completely different to another. That's the beauty of it.
You know, you don't know what the artist actually meant in their, in their lyrics.
Yeah,
we got questions. We got questions. Look at that. 2 of them. Although BL's not here now, but he said, who will be the next Canadian Stanley Cup winner? That's my answer too, and I've said this a while back, probably the last couple of years. I'm not going to change on that. I think there's a possibility this year. One of the 2 Canadian teams, and I'm talking about Winnipeg and Vancouver. But quite frankly, I don't think so.
No, I mean, I'll be happy with Vancouver personally, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think so either. Unfortunately,
I think there's teams that'll be ahead of them in that. So, but I think Montreal is the next one. That's what I'm saying. Definitely not.
At the very least, the next one to win multiple for sure. If they're not the next one to win a cup, then the next one to win multiple for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be the next to win a cup. Guru says Winnipeg dark horse to win a cup, but I won't be a Canadian team. Won't be a team from Montreal. Yeah. No, that's for sure. But I don't think the Canadian teams are going to do it. I don't think they're strong enough. If Vegas, honestly, if Vegas looks like they're going to be pretty goddamn strong in the postseason. That's all I can say.
Especially if Mark Stone comes back. They got Thomas Hertl back before the playoffs.
Yeah. They're going to be pretty goddamn strong. Yeah. So I don't know.
And they're somehow going to be eliminated in the first round. How will that happen?
Yeah, maybe. The curse of Jack Eichel? I don't know.
I mean, if the curse means they won a cup last year, I mean, I think they'd be fine with the curse. True. They won a cup and advantage too.
I don't know what I was thinking. No, you're right. I forgot. I don't know. That sort of slipped my mind that they won last year. So not much of a curse. If that's it, I'll take it too. Yeah. Get them on our team. Get them on our team.
Oh yeah. Trade everyone for him. The only player on the ice is Jack Eichel. Oh well, the Canadians have won the cup with one player on the roster.
No, you need a player. You need a team around you.
No, yeah, exactly.
Gotta have a team around you. That's for sure. All right, so what do we got here? We got 4. Anybody else got questions? Or Harry and I are going to just keep talking about, I don't know, what were we talking about?
You're talking about music and how I'm the Walrus's lyrics meant something.
Yeah. No, but about your rap stuff. We were talking about how we do stuff, yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't know. The
And
off season coming up soon. You got what kind of plans you got for off season? Is it
it's
worrying
funny.
you
There's
what happened?
yes and no. Firstly, before I say, I want to say it's really funny that this is 2 days in a row. Someone has asked me what my off-season plans are. Someone in my chat said, "Yo, Harry, you should probably start working on your off-season stuff." And I was like, "I've already started." But that's my response to you, firstly, because I've actually already started discussing my off-season plans. I'm going to probably be doing just same stuff I did last year in terms of draft predictions, the mock draft, the actual draft. Probably a free agency stream this year, just because I feel like last year that was a very missed opportunity.
Oh yeah, I do one.
Um,
I do one free
yeah,
agency day. Yeah.
and I'll probably be doing probably some gaming stuff, probably some hockey gaming stuff, maybe in general gaming stuff. Again, whether it's on this channel or second channel, that'll be seen. Probably at least for the summer on the main channel, just to get the watch hours up. Honestly,
Oh
but
yeah, no, get the monetization before you get another channel going. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, probably just in general more stuff. I'll probably do a couple raps honestly over the summer. I'm actually starting to try and go out and walk to lose some weight, and I'm going to be doing stuff like this, just holding the camera, just walking and talking. That's probably going to be the name of the series.
Good
Actually,
idea.
is just
I might start
yeah.
doing that again. I did that a little bit, but then I hurt my knees and walking with a cane, I
Oh,
can't really do that. But now I'm not using the cane anymore. I might do a
right.
little bit of that. Yeah, I like doing those videos.
Yeah. Like it might not be every time I do it. It might not even be the entire time I do it. But I want to just do that. Just walk, ramble about anything, and just
Yeah.
shoot the shit really just as a video form. And whether it gets views or doesn't, I think it'd be a good way for me to start being able to try and lose some weight. And I think that'd be part of a good off season
No,
exercise.
walking's great. No, walking's great. Walking.
Yeah.
Now I have a leash for my dog. It's hands free. It goes around my waist, so even now I don't have to walk. I can take the dog with me, and my hands are both free. So yeah, I might do that again this summer.
Perfect. Yeah, that'd be great.
Just have to find
But yeah,
my little microphone. It's here somewhere. I still don't know where it is.
but yeah, to answer your question, I am a little bit worried about the off season though because it's always the unknown. How many people are going to come by for the off season content? You know, the draft and free agency is going to get views, but like, what about the other stuff? Will that generate any views? Will that generate?
Will you have ideas for videos? Yeah,
Exactly.
that's my big thing. Where are the ideas coming from? But you know what? Though I've been doing this now like 5 years. The
Mhm.
ideas are there. They come. You dry up every now and then, but that you know what? You do so many different things. That's where when drying up, like for me, I can't write poetry. It happens, right? For a little while. But I can do so many other things. So so yeah, but I worry about the same kind of things as you, I guess. But I know that they'll be there. And now we got the 2 podcasts that are going through the summer. I got my 2 shows Wednesday and Saturday. So for me, I'm still going to be somewhat busy, but not as busy as when it's there's 3-4 games a week. That takes up a lot of time. That's why I don't write as much, or I don't do as many videos nearly. I don't know. Also, I'm taking more time to make the videos better than when back in the day. So it takes me longer to do a video as well because I don't want to rush anymore. Like, I like to do the research. I don't try to rush anything like I used to do.
Get the video done to get it done.
Yeah, I used to try to get 2 or 3 videos a day. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I've thrown out with one, but I used to sometimes I've had days where I'd put out 4.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's why I burnt out back then. And I think that's why I still have trouble. I probably burnt out, and once you burn out, you're a little screwed.
Yeah. That's why, like during this time, that's why like around this time is when like every hockey YouTuber probably feels burnt out. That's that end of the regular season little stretch that you kind of try and get.
I'm there.
Oh yeah.
And now I love doing the games. And once it's time for game time and I'm on, it's great. But I'm kind of draggy now to do it. It's like I wish it was over. But then I'm have a little trepidation about what am I going to do all off season? Although I know, you know what? When we finish, there's the playoffs. I mean, you'll be free to join us. We're going to do on this channel. We're going to do some playoff games. I'm going to
That
do
is
some
true.
on my channel, stuff like that. There's the draft lottery, the draft.
Yep.
There's stuff, There's still stuff, the draft. So who are they going to draft? You got those videos to predict the prospect. Yep. There's stuff to do. So, the real problem is once the free agency's done, 2 weeks after that, that's when
it's like. Yeah. Unless at that point it's like Jack Eye still hasn't been signed. Oh, what's Yuri Slafkovsky's extension gonna look like? You really have to
what I talked to you about earlier, like to try to brainstorm. That's what I'm talking about. We brainstorm, fill that. That's one of the things. Like we find stuff to do that's hockey related that people will be interested in. That's what I want to try to find. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, it isn't. It isn't easy sometimes. Like you said, like there's sometimes weirdly enough where it's like, oh yeah, you get like 8-9 video ideas in a day. Write them all down. You get 3 or 4 of them done, and then you'll go through like a 2-week span where it's maybe if you're lucky you'll get 2 video ideas.
Oh my God.
It'll come and go.
Or you ever have that day where you wake up, you got nothing on mind. So for me, I go on Twitter, I look around, you find something, and you get it done quickly, easily, and it gets views, and it does well. And it's like, wow, that's the easiest thing. I wish every video was like that. And that doesn't happen often, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the way it was with me with the my most viewed video. Actually, funny enough, it was the video called "If Colleen Ballinger's apology video were totally honest" or something like that. It's got 4,000 views. Just recently hit 4,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, I was following. Yeah, thank you. I was following the Colleen Ballinger situation, which for those who don't know, basically she was accused of grooming fans at her live events, and she put out this quote unquote apology video that was memed to hell and back. And I was one of the first to jump on it. I saw the video, and within an hour, it was like, okay, I can do something with this. Came up with the script, worked on it all night, posted it, I think, at like 5 in the morning, right before bed, and it had like 800 views by the time I woke up, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
It's like
nice when there's a topic out there that you can do a video on, and it's popular, people want. It doesn't happen always, for me anyway.
Kind of like the John Gibson video I did over the summer as well, actually. It's like, oh, could the Habs trade for Gibson? That got like 500 views. And I was like, oh, cool.
I promise to take more interest in your channel as far as watching me. I checked, I think, and I do have notifications on now, and I've noticed that I'm getting them on my phone, your video notifications now. I wasn't before, so when I see that, I'm going to check out your stuff more often.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate that a lot.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't, especially in the hockey niche. I really don't. I used to, but I don't anymore because I find it affects what I do, and I don't want. I want to be original. I don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing. But if I am going to be doing it, I want to be doing it my own way. Not influenced by how somebody else did that topic. So when you guys see my videos, and if you say, well, somebody, he got that from the other guy. I don't, because I may come up with some of the same ideas or talking points, but I didn't get them from someone else's video because I don't really watch them.
There's only so much that you can do within a certain, especially if like with your channel is exclusively Habs focused. There's only so much that a guy could talk about before it becomes, oh, well, these two have the same exact idea. You can only really do so much.
But I really don't know, because I don't watch any. I watch so few videos. Like I'll watch Hockey Junkie a little bit, but I watch so few people in our niche that I don't get influenced by that. And I don't have time, honestly. I don't have time. I work enough in the hockey. I don't have time to be watching everybody else's videos either, unless I have to. I will if I have to. It's important or whatever, but I don't. I really don't.
I'm actually kind of on the complete opposite. I'm always watching YouTube. It's not always hockey YouTube, but I'm watching the hockey.
No, I watch YouTube, but I don't watch the hockey part. I don't watch much in the hockey.
I watch a little more. I do watch Hockey Junkie a lot as well. I do watch the hockey guy. I'll check out
I haven't seen a hockey guy video in maybe a year and a half.
Holy shit!
I totally don't watch it anymore.
My favorite now. It's not the hockey guy. It is a guy called. Let me see if I can find his exact name because I want to remember it. It is Pinholes Graham. Pinholes Graham does these incredible analysis videos of hockey. He'll analysis playoff series. He'll give you basically the story of, for example, the 2000 Kings versus Red Wings series. How the Kings went all in. The Red Wings were this team trying to get back. He hasn't uploaded in a while, but he's a guy. Actually, he uploaded just 12 days ago. Actually, funny enough. But he's a guy. Just every single video. He actually did a video about the career of Carey Price a month ago about how we are being mythologized, or that Carey Price is being mythologized. And
I think I saw that out there. Why? Yeah. That makes sense. Like somebody saying, yeah. I think I saw.
Yeah, the title of "You Are Being Mythologized. Do Not Resist."
Yeah, I think I saw that out there. That really rings a bell, but I didn't watch it.
It was a fucking incredible video. I think you'd really appreciate it, Rick. It was a great video talking about everything in Price's career. It gives you things that you think, oh, okay, well, for 09, 10, it's just going to talk about Price and Halak. No, it goes into like, Carey Price started to go, Halak slowly took it over. Like, it really gives you like.
I like those videos. My problem with that is I'll get jealous that this guy did that in depth. And I can't do that kind of in depth. But you know what? I probably should watch that more often. And I can see how you guys, you younger guys, analyze much better than me. I could probably learn something, but at my age, I don't know if I would learn because hockey was a little different. You even analyzed it a little different back in my day. So I see it differently than you guys in some ways. And I don't analyze that well. That's something that's not. I wish I would be better at that.
Oh yeah, I think there's always room for improvement, even with the guys that do it extremely well. I think there's always that type of improvement. I think anybody can learn at any age.
Yeah, no, but I would have to. It would take me too long. I would have to take too much time to do that. I don't think I have the time because you got a channel. Sure, it's summertime. You want to take time off? Well, your channel's going to suffer.
Exactly. Like that's why, like last year, especially once the season started up, I really just slap on the wrist. Like I had this potential and I threw it aside to fucking get sun.
No, I'm serious. If you take too much time away and don't put up, your channel's going to suffer.
It will, absolutely. Like I noticed.
Unless you're a huge channel like the hockey guy, for sure he can go away.
Oh yeah.
Although he still does videos, but I mean, if you're big, we're not big enough. We suffer if we don't do videos. I thought when I did this, I thought, I have the summer's off. I haven't had the summer off since I'm doing this. Rare, I get it.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize is that there really is no vacation time for YouTube. Like, funny enough, a lot of YouTubers take December off. Coincidentally, that's the time that the ad rates are the lowest.
No, it's not December. It's January and February.
Oh yeah, January and February.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of, and I know. You know what I really noticed this year? All the people I watch when I'm doing dishes, I watch a lot of videos. They were not. My videos weren't there. Nobody was there. And I went, it's that time of year. They really do not make videos because you don't make any money.
Exactly.
For videos goes down to like $3-4 in our niche, and we got a good niche. A good niche for the rate. It's a good niche.
Yep, it is because there's not a lot to censor really, unless you're showing footage or you're showing fights, stuff like that, overly violent. It's a good niche to be in for sure. And
live streams, by the way, live streams in those times do well. They still pay well.
Yes.
Advertisers still want to do live stream stuff, but not videos. So it's a weird
Which
time.
Is very funny.
That's when people take time off, but it's still the people who can afford to not have the videos out.
Exactly.
Their channels won't really
suffer. 500,000 subscribers. Like, hey, I'm going to take one month off. Oh, okay. We'll see you in March. Like, I did that. Most people, okay, I'm gonna go watch Rick for 2 months.
Seriously, but I can't take a week off. If I take a week off, I lose subscribers. I lose everything. I gotta get back in and sort of build it back.
For guys like I said, vacation. And honestly, I kind of like it like that. I feel like if I do take a vacation, like over the summer when I kind of do that, I lose it a little. Like, so when the regular season comes back, it's like, I don't want to do this, and it takes me so long to get adjusted. If I keep it going, you stay in
Oh, I
that. You
see what
stay
you're
in that.
saying. Yeah, no, I get that part. You're kind of right. But for me, I've got ADHD, right? So one of the things with
Yeah.
ADHD is if I don't accomplish something in the day, I feel like I wasted a day. So if I take vacation, I'm taking time off, I'm just doing nothing. I can't. I can do it for part of a day. I can, but I got to work a little bit. So maybe I'm a workaholic that I never was till recently. But I'm a workaholic. I have to admit, I like doing what I'm doing,
Yeah,
and in
and
some way I'm
I think.
working. In some way I'm working, even if it's just behind the scenes, planning, whatever. I'm working every day a little bit as a minimum, every single day. There's rare I take out a day completely, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I just told the boys, they were talking about Alex went on vacation. And he said, "What about you should go there?" Blah, blah. I said, "I haven't had vacation in 30 years." He went, "What?" No, it's not a problem. I don't. It's not a problem for me. I don't like traveling, so
And there's some people that don't like it.
I've taken vacation time from jobs and stuff. I just don't go anywhere. Like, and then I feel useless. I feel useless. I'm not doing anything. So I don't like not working. It's weird. I was never like that though. I like not working. I didn't like traveling, so we didn't really take vacation. But I could take time off then. Now, since doing this, I can't. I don't like it. I think hockey every day. I think about videos. I think about I got to work a little bit every day.
I think it's because it kind of gets instilled in your head that, like you mentioned, we're gonna lose subscribers, we're gonna lose out on those views, these opportunities. Whereas with a job, you take vacation time, okay, it'll be there for me. I can come back when vacation time's up. With this, you really can't because, like you said, you're gonna lose subs,
you lose. Yeah, you lose. You can come back, but you lose. It hurts the channel. Yeah.
Unless you're a multi-million subscriber channel, no one's really gonna.
Yeah, they don't care. They can take all the time they want. Part of it,
I'm
going to admit, part of it is a vanity thing. It's a good hit to the ego. It's a nice hit to the ego, a video or a live stream, and you kind of get you get a little hooked on it, a little bit. So, I like to work towards that at least every day, even if I don't have a show or whatever. But I like to work towards that, and I enjoy it. And it's I'm not a vain person. I'm not. But I like the hit to the ego. It makes you feel good.
Absolutely, everybody wants to feel good.
It's shallow though, and I know it's shallow. So at least I'm not affected that way by it. It's not like I'm not blinded by that. But I still like it.
Oh yeah, I do too as well. Obviously, like the deadline stream. Like I think if you're on YouTube and you see you're just beginning and you see a stream that hits 2,000 views, you should think, oh my god, people want to watch me. That stream did awesome. Even if they are there for the deadline stuff more so than yourself, it's still good. Everybody wants to feel good about themselves, and if that's how some people like you and me end up getting some of that, I think that's completely fine. I think as long as you're not clickbaiting your audience to get that nice.
If you're at least entertaining people, then it's fine. There's nothing unhealthy about that. But you're right. If you're there just to clickbait people to come in to see you, that's stupid. I don't like doing that.
Oh yeah,
I know I've had shows where I didn't really deliver, but it wasn't on purpose, at least.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just more so just okay. We're gonna do this, and then it just kind of doesn't end up getting there. Like I've had stuff like that. You could argue that often my streams are kind of clickbait because it'll take an hour and a half to get to the game because I'm talking with the chat and discussing this or that. You could argue
you're talking with the chat, you're engaged, and you're talking hockey. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I just think some people would debate if it is clickbait just because it does take me so long to get to the actual game. Like,
you know what? It would be clickbait if you knew nothing. You were just trying to get hockey people. You didn't really know your shit. Exactly. That would be clickbait, but you do know your shit, and no, it's not clickbait, in my opinion.
Thank you.
I myself, I don't do clickbait. Do I do clickbaiting thumbnails? I try to every single time. Why? Because that's what gets people to click on it. And then I deliver what I'm saying I'm going to deliver. So it's not
Exactly.
But you should be
Like,
doing clickbaity titles and thumbnails. They tell you to do that. Just deliver in your video.
exactly. Like
Clickbait.
just don't go like over the top. Like if you're like Arbor Jacki is the future best defenseman in the league, like no, don't do something like that. But like, can Arbor Jacki be a legit top 4? Like that's a good question to answer.
I disagree with you this way. If that's your opinion about Arbor Jacki, then go for it and do that. As long as that's your opinion and you're delivering. So that's not a problem for me.
But if you're
Arbor Jacki on the thumbnail and this happened, and then your video has nothing like that, that's clickbait. That's the bad.
Absolutely. I even think to an extent, like bring up the video I just mentioned. It's not a real video, at least as far as I know. But if someone did that video, like, oh, Arbor Jacki, future best defenseman in the league, and they just discuss him being a top 4D, and the most of their discussion is, well, could he be the best defenseman in the league? I mean, anybody has that potential, and that's it. I think that's borderline clickbait. I think because you're not really delving into him being the best. I think that's where you can get into clickbait, is if you mention it just for a second and it's just, oh, well, that's kind of a shitty answer. Like I think if that's the point where it gets into clickbait.
You want to see clickbait, actual really bad clickbait? There's a guy that writes. He's got a site. It's called Go Habs Go. That guy is the absolute biggest clickbait bullshit artist there is. I've gone a couple of times and commented on Twitter and asked him, "Do you do anything that's true? Anything that's true?" He does.
Oh yeah,
that's true. Nothing. And if
that's GoHabs.com, right?
It's Go Habs Go. I get him on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Because I just have the website GoHabs.com pulled up. I thought that was what you're talking about. Yeah, and I'm seeing.
I think Go Habs is also. I want to say also pretty bad. There's a couple of bad Habs sites that they're just full of shit clickbait. It's the most vague. It's the most vague stuff you can imagine. But their headline, their title, and their thumbnail, it's like, oh, this big thing happened.
Confirmed Nick Suzuki for Trevor Zegras. So it's like, there's speculation.
It's a short thing on the title, and you go in. It's a possibility. It's a rumor.
Exactly.
That's clickbait bullshit.
Exactly. Like, I think they'd actually get more clicks if it was discussion over confirmed, because people will just say, "Oh, okay, confirmed that happened. Okay, cool." If it's a discussion, people will be like, "Oh, I want to hear what this guy thinks," which is ironic that they get more clicks doing a discussion or a piece, like opinion piece.
Get more clicks if what they said they do. That would get more clicks. But they probably get a lot of clicks initially from people. Once you realize it's bullshit, you stop clicking. So eventually it's going to run out of people that are going to want to click when they see who's doing it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like that's what I've never gotten about clickbait. Like, as much shit as people want to give YouTube, they've done a very, very good job of cleaning up clickbait on the
cleaning up clickbait. Yeah.
Yeah, like going back to like when it was like a big thing, when custom thumbnails first came out in like 2008, 2009, when people would put just a nice set of boobs in the thumbnail and like, oh, girl undresses, and it'd get 100,000 views, and there'd be nothing YouTube does at first. Oh, well, not nothing they would do, but they would get popular because people click on the video. That's why they
made money.
Exactly.
They made money too, YouTube, so it wasn't a problem. But then they got complaints. And then they had
and that's originally as well. That's why they originally brought in the algorithm where the more you watch, that gets your video boosted. Because oftentimes people will just click on those videos first 2 seconds. Oh, this is it. Click off, and that's why they introduced that and they started really putting the hammer down on clickbait.
Right, it's 100% right, because there's nothing worse than clicking on a video and it's not what that's not what this is about. Like, thumbnail, what is this? There's nothing worse than that. It's wasting your time. And now, have you noticed this? I don't know if you have YouTube Premium. I assume you don't. I don't.
No, I don't.
So now on my phone,
the
ads, you can't click through them. Only one at a time now.
Yeah,
So that
I think
5
I've noticed
seconds,
that.
you have to go through the 2 ads. You can click
Yep.
them away after 5 seconds, but it's just to the next ad, and then you get the video after that one. It used to be
Yeah, I think I
5
know what you're
seconds,
talking about.
you click through both ads. No, you can't do that anymore. They changed it.
Oh shit.
They want to make
Yeah,
more money.
yeah. Like with the and like talking about the clickbait stuff, like it's also like a big thing that they chop down on like streamers. Like I don't know if you remember when those used to be popular on YouTube.
What do you call it?
Um,
Streamers or screamers?
Streamers,
What do you mean?
streamers. Like what they used to be. I'm genuinely surprised that you don't know what these are, Rick. At the same time, I'm not, but I am kind of am. So basically, what they would do is they'd have a video. Is like, have you ever heard of the Scary Maze game?
No.
Oh, okay. So like basically what it would be is they'd have a video where I don't know if you know of what those like what's like find the difference pictures, like if you know what
Yeah, yeah.
like those. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like for
those are-
example, one of the most popular ones is a what spot the difference thing where they have the two pictures, some different. You're looking for the differences, and all of a sudden like it'll pop up a scary picture with a loud scream. That's what a screamer is. They put a scary image with
Seen
like
that.
YouTube used,
I've seen that. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
That's stupid.
yeah. YouTube used to be like heavy, like filled with those. And it started with the thing called the Scary Maze game. And YouTube, like I said, used to be infested with those around like 2009, 2010. They really cracked down on them hard. Maybe not banning the channels, but they would take down the videos if it got enough reports. And that's like my main reason why I hated when they took away the dislikes. Because that's how you used to be able to tell when a video was a screamer was, okay, this thing's like 99% dislikes. Turn the volume down, scroll to the end. Oh, yep. And now people will probably get baited by it if they were to come back. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny how much of the history of YouTube I actually know. Like I know a decent bit.
Yeah, you've been doing this he's been doing this for a long time. How many years now? 9?
13 last month. 13 years last month.
22 years old. He's doing it 13 years.
Yeah.
He knows YouTube pretty good.
Yeah, and more of my life on YouTube has more of my life has been spent with YouTube rather than without it, which is kind of sad.
I'm trying to think when I started watching YouTube videos. It's not as long as you might think. 5 years. I'm probably only watching YouTube 8 years, maybe 9 years. So what's that? 2015? What happened?
No, I found an old screamer that I got pranked with, I think.
That's weird. Just talking about one.
Yeah, no. Like I looked it up, but yeah, I thought that it might have been taken down, but I'm pretty sure this is still
They still have it up.
the one that was, yeah, which is weird because it was from 14 years ago. Jeez. It was at least I'm pretty sure it's oh no, it might not be actually. It might just been a different one. That's weird. But yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, but yeah. I've been watching YouTube since I want to say 2009. I started watching when I was like 7, 8 years old.
I think the first time like I really started using the internet like that was 2009. But I didn't get. I had kids. I hardly got computer time. So I didn't really.
Oh yeah.
When my wife and I separated, a friend of mine gave me a computer. That's the only. Then I started learning how to use the computer. So that's 2010, 2011, 2010. And then I didn't use it a lot. When I started doing this, I wasn't really. I don't even know how I did half the stuff I've done. But I've taught myself in having to do things because they make you leap over new hurdles every year. So like, okay, now I got to be better at this. Now I got to be better at that. It's gotten me to, I'm half decent with computer now. You know, there's a lot of stuff I can't do, but man, there's a lot of stuff I can do that I could not do before I started doing YouTube. Now I'm computer literate. Somewhat. Well, somewhat.
Yeah.
I can do things. I've had to do I can do things now that I've learned. I've taught myself mostly.
Oh yeah.
Some things I've asked people, and I've gotten tips, but I still
Mhm.
you got to. I don't know how I do stuff sometimes, but I managed to get it done. You got to get it done. It's the what do they
Oh yeah.
what's that saying? There's a saying like that. But when you need to do something, you find the ability somehow.
Mm. That's yeah. Some like that. I've heard that before. Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
a
Like
saying, I'm not getting it right.
there's
But
a little bit of way.
Guru says, watch tons of YouTube, way more than TV. Do I watch it way more than TV? I don't watch TV. I stream everything. But I watch a lot of shows. No, I watch a lot of shows. I watch a lot of Netflix and Prime and stuff like that. So I watch as much as that, but I stream everything. I'm not saying everything
Yeah.
is legal,
Yeah.
but I stream everything. I got ways.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I think a lot of people are on the fully legal streaming streaming sites. Like I stream a lot of stuff. Like legitimately, I have a subscription to Netflix. I have Shutter. I had Shutter. I got to try and get that back up and running. That's I don't know if you.
Anymore. I don't watch horror anymore. I watched so much horror when I was young. I don't watch it anymore.
I'm in that. I was in that phase a couple months ago where I was like, yeah, I really want to watch more horror, and
yeah,
and that's why
Lou loves horror movies. She loves them. Yeah, you could probably you had Shudder for a while.
Oh really? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like Netflix, we've had that now. I think 2.5, 3 years, which is funny because after the cuties controversy, some people might know what I'm talking about. I can tell you after StreamRick. But after the cuties controversy, I said I don't want Netflix. Which is funny. I begged my parents for years to get Netflix, and after that, I said, yeah, no, I don't want it anymore. And then they got it like a year later. I was like, yeah, fine. They're paying for it, not me. And so
I didn't pay for it. They haven't. They haven't stopped us from using the using the password.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's my. I'm not sure if it's one of my kids, and it's not my oldest, so they don't live with us. So, but they haven't stopped me from going in. Prime also.
Oh yeah.
I still get in. Disney too. Disney, I get Disney. I don't pay for it.
Yep.
Somebody.
Yeah, the Disney Plus. I had a friend who gave me their login information. They unfortunately changed the password, so I can't get in anymore. I'm no longer friends with that person, so I can't get into their Disney Plus anymore. But I used to. But
that's not. I stream elsewhere. I mean, I've got another site.
Yeah.
The stuff I can't there.
Yeah.
I've got commercials now. Prime.
Really?
You're watching a show or a movie, and boom, a commercial. And some of them are like 2 minutes long. It's a bunch of commercials.
Yeah, like full trailers for a movie.
They do that at different lengths, and it's not like constant, but it's annoying. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what? The hell is that?
Yeah, like was there a glitch with Prime? Like you probably thought it might have been a glitch.
It's because it depends on what you're paying. Now they have like now you get commercials. You got to pay more if you don't want them.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, that's kind of like with the Netflix. Not like I don't think they have the ads, but yeah, it's like you can get up to 720p, 1080p, 4K. Like
that I don't know. I saw it in HD.
That honestly, I think I'm actually kind of fine with that. Like limiting like the quality. It's still really good quality, but do you want good quality or better quality? Really, I'm fine with limiting like that type of stuff to tiers. But yeah, no, like don't fucking like make ad free a higher tier. What's sad is it?
What they're doing is just driving people to illegal. It's what they're doing. It's too expensive. They got to find a new way to do it. It's too expensive.
You got to pay $15 for Netflix without ads. I don't know if they have ads. I actually forget. Like $20 whatever for Amazon Prime. You got to pay $10 for Shutter. $15 for Hulu without ads. You got to pay.
It's like cable. The only difference is you can watch what you want when you want, as many times as you want. So
exactly.
I like that better, but it's still too expensive.
Yeah, and that was the whole point of Netflix in the first place. Was hey, Yeah, you don't like ads on cable, right? Yeah, come to Netflix. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're 90% of the cost. We're 10% of the cost, and we've got more good stuff than TV does. It's
Did
like,
you notice when this all started though? When once the
uh,
strike happened, and then it started because they knew they were going to have
oh
to pay more,
shit,
and they wanted the money back,
yeah,
and that's what they're doing. If you don't want the
yeah,
ads, then pay us more. We want more money.
yeah. Which
That's
is
what,
hilarious. These big Hollywood actors getting paid for at least $25,000 a role, probably. Oh, it's tough chump
25,000.
change. We want more. Well, at least. Well, maybe not like the big Hollywood
No,
guys,
the
but like
problem
still,
was
like if you're like,
no. They don't make the money like that anymore. That's the problem. Streaming
no,
changed
but
everything. The
no,
streaming
what I'm
service
saying,
changed everything.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying because of the strike. Like they wanted more when they're already getting a good amount of money.
No,
Like,
you're wrong. You're wrong. That's the stars, yes. But the strike was more for the people working for scale. People, the lower
oh,
level,
okay.
the lower level people, and the writers and all that. The writers were getting fucked royally.
Yeah,
So
which
now
is ironic because I want to be a writer.
no, listen, now it's fixed up. Now you're getting paid
Yeah,
decently. You're getting royal like that. Now it's going to work. So no, it had to happen, but it's they weren't making enough money, really, like they
mm-hmm.
weren't. So now they got to pay out more. We're going to pay more now. That's what the whole thing is. They always
Yeah,
pass the buck to
exactly.
somebody.
It always comes down to the common man, really.
It
I mean,
does,
we're not
no,
necessarily common as fucking doing YouTube, but
no, it
it comes
always
down to the people who are
no,
that
you're
big.
so common. Don't say that. No, we were just talking about that. We're not stars. We're
No,
just
that's what I mean. I
people.
was gonna say, yeah. Well, I mean, we're not necessarily like straight up the common man because no common. There's
You know how many
nobody
people,
that.
you know how many people are doing YouTube?
You know what? I will say it is
Common.
getting bigger every day.
There's
I
millions,
I
millions,
think
and
in my
millions.
head, I still think it's like 2010 in a way where it's like, yeah, there's like 100,000 people doing YouTube. No, it's fucking in the millions.
No, I think it's literally a billion. Maybe I think they're closing in on that. They're around there's
Yep.
that kind of YouTube people.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
common.
not all 1 billion of those
Common.
channels are actually videos, but at least with YouTube accounts, there's these people on YouTube.
We're common unless we have a million or more subscribers. You're
Exactly.
nothing.
If you have like
YouTube,
500,000, I think that makes you like pretty good money.
no. From what I understand, a small channel to them is 100,000 to 500,000. We are not even like we're a dot.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
We're
Absolutely.
not small even to them. We're minuscule.
Oh no, we are. That's why I'm saying like compared, like there's still a majority of people, even if there's like a billion people that use YouTube, that's 6 billion who don't. So we're still technically massively outnumbered.
Well, not
Which is
massive. We're common. It's a common enough thing now.
yeah,
When you started,
yeah.
no, when you started as a kid,
Yeah.
that's a different story. Today,
Definitely, yeah. It was like you're doing YouTube. What content do you upload on YouTube? But now it's like, oh, you're doing YouTube. What do you do? Like
right.
it's a common question to ask about what you're doing. So yeah,
It's
yeah.
more
I could have phrased that better, but you get what I meant. I think
there's more people. It's more common to hear someone has a YouTube. Not really like everybody knows somebody, but it will be that one of the Guru says 3.7 million uploads on per day on YouTube.
Yeah, it's something like a million hours are uploaded every second, something ridiculous like that.
A lot of people doing YouTube. And
the
fact that now they're putting ads on people's videos before they're monetized, like the channel, they're making a lot of money on ads.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even if it's like, oh, well, it's a couple cents off of this ad or this ad's like, that still adds up when you look at that 3.7 million.
No, I'm not sure if they're making more than we are on the ad or not, but it's someone's making just a little more than the other. So,
yeah.
And I think it's us that's making less. They're making more than we are on the ad because they have to sell the ad. They got to do that work. We don't.
That is true. That is true. Which I think is fair why they would get a little bit more than that. I think that's fair.
Wait, you'll see when you monetize. You'll see what you're going to make.
Yeah, I'll be able to get those statistics.
It's not what you think.
I'll be excited. I'll be excited to get my second check from you too.
Well, what you have to do when you're monetized, you got to get the views.
Yeah.
These are what
Yeah,
makes
and I gotta get the, and then once I'm actually like able to get monetized, get the AdSense account and all that, and
yeah, that comes once you're monetized. It's all set up. You'll see. It's easy to do.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
But the thing is, once you're monetized, you want to make money. Now you got to get views.
Yeah. Now I gotta like once I get monetization, that's the plan, is to like really kick it into like, all right, it's a job now. I'm working for it.
Honestly, that's when it's more like we were talking about niching down. That's when you should consider it.
Definitely. That's absolutely
consider it. You'll make more money doing that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of that, 800 million uploads in total. I think it would be more into 800 million. 800 million total, like since it started. That's crazy.
There's no way it's just that though, because like
over 1 billion since they started.
Oh, unless maybe that's like per year, but that can't be.
By the way, how many views is your channel? Do you know how many views your channel has on total? I passed 1 million. I'm over 1 million views. I
think it said I recently just passed 100,000. Actually, I can look on my channel because it tells me.
Oh, you got a ways to go then. I'm on my like I'm at probably 1.1 million views, somewhere around there.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, I passed 1 million views last summer. I think it was a goal. I was getting close.
Oh yeah,
1 million views.
Oh yeah, like I had that. Like on my old channel, I had goals of like, total amount of views, total subscribers. A lot of YouTubers used to have that. They put their goals in their channel bio. And
well, you know what a goal should be for you? Once, probably starting now, you should start making that a goal. Of your first, you want to get 100 views a day, then 200, 250, 500.
Yeah,
and you get 1,000 views a day. When you get 1,000 views a day, you'll start making money every month. That you'll get a check. Every month. Otherwise, you might not get paid every month. I'm telling you this. I know. I still have months when I was. Listen, last month to get the money this month to make 100, I had to put money in. I had to give myself money, or I wasn't going to make the minimum. So that's what kind of money you make just on ads, especially when I'm a Habs channel. If the Habs aren't doing well, my shows aren't doing well. It's just
exactly like once.
It's just how it goes.
I'd actually argue. I started getting bigger at the right time, like when they're like bad, slowly starting to get better. So that way, I think when they're really good, it's just gonna like shoot me in. It's gonna shoot me like a rocket.
It's gonna get better every year. I've been waiting it out since 2021. I mean, in that year, I had months where I made my biggest. I almost made 600 one month, but I was making 2 to 5 every month that year in ads.
That's good.
Where now I struggle some months to make 100.
Yeah. And like you said, it's due to the Habs being bad right now, unfortunately.
No, that's because of the interest. There's not the same interest because they're shitty right now.
Oh, yeah.
It is. As they get better, every channel that does Habs. Yeah. Also, by the way, the competition from when I started to today is more than tenfold.
Oh yeah. Like when you started, it was probably like you, maybe Scotian Canadian was doing it. I don't know if he was at that point.
Just before me, Scotian started just before me, months before.
So and then like maybe Habs Tonight was like right in there as well. But
a couple years. Habs Tonight, I was already 2.5 years in.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Then and then like you look like you got me. You got the Hockey Junkie. I forget when he started, but like
no. Listen, let's get this straight now. Hockey Junkie started a bit after because and he said
I know what you're gonna say.
He started because of me.
Yeah,
not a joke. Hockey Junkie started doing YouTube because of me.
And I think he said that when he was on the podcast as well.
It doesn't go to my head because I started doing YouTube because of the hockey guy.
Yep.
And so, like, I guess it happened to me too, and I feel flattered and all that. But it's true. He says he started because of me. But
it would have been funny.
There wasn't a lot of guys doing it, And he probably looked at me and said, man, I can do better than this guy. And he's right. When I saw his videos, Jeff pointed him out. When I saw his videos, I went, this guy's going to pass me. There's no doubt this guy's going to pass me in not long. And he's way past.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
deservedly so. I mean, I wish I had his talent. I wish I had his talent for being funny and putting good videos together. I
mean, he works his ass off. I mean,
he must.
What was he mentioned on the podcast? He watches the games twice and gets them out within like a couple hours after that.
And he has a job. Actually, he's for himself. So he's running his own business as well.
That's good. Good for him. Good for him. He fucking deserves that.
He deserves it. I'm not jealous of a guy like that because he's got better talent than me. And I come from a time when, people are better than me. I'm not the best. I'm not going to win all that. Like, I know this. I'm not. I didn't get a ribbon every time we did something. Like, I didn't get a participation badge. You know, so I know I'm not the best at something. It's not a problem. Doesn't hurt me. Your generation is not great at that.
Yeah. Like I'm not afraid to admit, like there's a lot of guys. Like I think you do this a little better than me, Rick. I'll be honest. At least on the conversational side.
No, like you should watch yourself next to me. I'm not saying I'm bad or anything. You're good as far as you read the question, you have an answer. You can do like machine gun, boom, 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 and you're doing shit. Like I can't do that. No.
Thank you. I mean,
you're way better.
I mean, I try. That's really all I could say. It's just I try. I just do what I can. Really.
9 years old. That's the advantage. That's
why
you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. YouTube is for you. You will be successful.
Thank you.
The time you're putting in, you'll be an overnight success one day. That's what an overnight success is. You put a lot of fucking time in, and then you get success, and people went, "Where did this guy come from?" That's what happened.
Thank you.
Hopefully, that'll happen to all of us.
And hey, you know what? If I end up ever being an overnight success, I'm taking you fucking guys with me because I literally would not be doing.
Chances are we'll ride along a bit with you because we're all associated together.
Yep.
And if it's me, I'll drag you. I mean, that's what'll happen. I mean, that's how it works.
Yep.
But hopefully it'll be here. Honestly, hopefully it'll be here where we're all going to get that on this channel here, which will drive your channel and my channel.
Your channel, yep. Absolutely.
It'll NHL here. That's the big thing. We're doing the whole NHL.
Yes.
It's a bigger
We're
audience.
Not just attracting just the Habs fan base. We're attracting every fan base, which
that's why I really feel good about this channel.
Me too.
On that note, we're at the 2-hour mark. We're going to take off. I know there weren't a lot of people here. Everybody that was here, if you happen to be watching this at the end, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Basically, the last hour was what Harry and I would do, and probably will do a little bit after this. It's like seeing a behind the scenes of how we, what we do after the show. That's basically what we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sit there and talk.
Yeah,
yeah.
We don't shoot the shit. We do shoot the shit, though. If I can pronounce it properly.
So hopefully you guys learn a little bit more about us.
Yeah.
You know what we're about, and gives you a little more interest for what we're doing. Guru, have a great night. We'll be in touch soon. Wait, we got to meet. We got to have a meeting. Don't forget. So yeah, hopefully you'll do that. Check out Talking Habs. Check out Harry Rice Hockey. If you're new and you're watching this after and you want to subscribe, please do that. And you'll get notified when we do stuff. We're going to have a lot of different stuff here on Harry's channel, on my channel. You'll be interested, I'm sure, in some of it. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. And we'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Ciao, everybody. Don't forget, Sin Bin tomorrow. The Sin Bin. Check that out. It'll be up in the afternoon tomorrow. Ciao, everybody.
Yeah.